It's Heine time! Hi everybody, I got it right. Just one Heine this week. I didn't say the wrong way. Hooray! But I just pointed it out, so I guess... Okay. Hi Dad. So... I got a vampire story working, presumably. It's at least showing graphics. Good. You missed some logos. Hi Mom. So we're just going to get started and see what the heck this game even is. Castle. Warg. Trans. Nope, not trans. Oraxylvania. Not Transylvania. It's Oraxylvania from 1895.
Okay, this actually looks cool.
It looks very Tim Burton-y.
Hi, everybody.
Woo! Bravo!
And there's a cute bat.
Frodrick, did you enjoy my singing?
I'm sure it was very nice.
Oh, no
but
subtitles.
seeing as how I'm a bat and all, I wouldn't trust my opinion on opera. But if you knew the Draxylvania polka, then I'm your bat.
I just cannot tell if it was good or not.
Is that not what you do
Only I
with
were
that
back
song?
at Pelly Academy. Oh, I just wish I were back at Pelly altogether.
Aww.
Sad vampire lady.
Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna help her?
It is a van. Oh, she's crying blood.
Hey,
You.
don't worry, babe.
That's
I'll get
not
you
where
out of
blood
here.
comes from.
All we gotta do is stick to the P-L-A-N. Capiche?
Plane? Stick to the plane.
Thank you, Frodrick. Oh, you're so good to me.
You've been pretty good to me, too. Besides, hanging out with you, I get a chance to torment Mr. Short, Pale, and Stupid.
I heard that.
Wow, he
Oh.
is short.
Speak of the devil.
Although she's paler.
Aren't you running a little late
He's kinda
tonight?
yellow.
Errand boy.
I'm starving,
Oh,
Sharky.
her eyes
I
were
need my wine.
bloodshot. Okay.
Yes, Mona,
That
my
makes
love. I shall go off
So
right
she
away
wasn't
and begin
crying.
hunting for the... looking for a
Bloodshot
wine
eyes
shop in
were
town.
leaking.
I know just the place. They have an excellent selection of the finest wines. O positive, O negative, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure 10 minutes from now will be an excellent
It's
vintage.
everyone's favorite.
Are you still here?
Who, me? No.
Right?
All right, he's gone. Quick.
He looks
Hey,
like a sleepy bit.
You know he's getting blood, right? You drink blood.
Shh. Now is not the time to start that old argument. It's not blood. It's just, well,
A real thick and salty tasting Merlot with a little iron aftertaste? Is that what that is?
something like that. Yeah.
You know, the Nile is not just a river in colonized British Egyptian Sudan.
Out with it, damn you.
Did you see which one?
Yeah, the third one on the left, I think. Or was it the first one? You know, I really didn't get a good look, but definitely on the left. The last three.
Oh, man! At this rate, I am never going to get off this island.
Okay, so we're getting her off an island.
The stars have aligned and things are about to get interesting.
What was that?
What was what?
Quickly, up to my balcony.
Why? What's going on?
That's incredible hearing. You should have heard that.
Wow. Dark water.
Defeat the blood!
Hypnotize the dark water. Oil monster.
Why can't you get off the island? There's a boat.
Because there's dark water. And he took the boat.
Oh, yeah. Well, why couldn't she just get off before that guy? I tried to get behind the
Surprise!
Oh. Did the short vampire just get...
Malcolm,
Well,
help,
down.
quickly!
No, Mona, my love. I shall never set you free.
Don't you know you are mine? Forever!
So I think the short vampire is
Free, Froderick!
the reason she can't leave.
I hear you. Jeez.
I think we have a
You got pretty
Rapunzel
big ears if you
situation with
hadn't noticed.
vampires.
And you're not totally free. You still have to find the key to the boathouse. Till then, you're stuck here.
Oh, right.
I can help
Good
with that.
point.
That was very unusual. He said Mona? Who is this Mona, I wonder? Our work here is most decidedly not done.
Oh, they're gonna try to kill me.
Pretty sure you're gonna have to fight them once you get off the island.
I'm hoping that I can befriend them by teaching them that I'm not an evil vampire. She clearly had some sort of doesn't want to drink blood or trying to justify what she drinks isn't blood or something. A vampire story, chapter 1. Oh no. Is this game not the full game? Have I been lied to?
Possible we're just streaming a movie with your family.
I hope not. But I hope you guys have dinner or have already had dinner, because apparently we're having dinner in the movie right now.
Yeah,
While we're waiting for the game to actually get to a game.
The graphics are very video gamey, so more than
Okay.
movie.
What did you guys have for dinner? They ate.
Oh, good.
I thought that's what you were saying you ate. You want that. Is pink sauce when you combine marinara and Alfredo? Because then we could totally pull that off, except for
But
would it make the Alfredo better? If it was half marinara? What about just a dab? He tells time in episodes
no, I bet you could do that with Mario
Okay.
Kart Stargate.
So I think in that credit sequence, Lady Vampire used to be a singer, and Short Guy hypnotized her and then turned her into a vampire. Hi, Adam. You missed.
It's stuck.
That is not the
There's
best
no way
font
I
on
can
that
open
color.
this thing unless we find that key.
Okay, so you missed that we are this pretty lady vampire and her friendly bat, and she is stuck on a castle on an island.
Who is cursed somehow by her. We're not sure.
There was another short vampire that got a key from this gargoyle and then left on the boat, which I think is the key we need to find.
But
And then got on shore, got stabbed by a vampire hunter, and then said he curses Mona to
never let her go, basically.
never let her go. And then a Grim Reaper looking cloak floated up out of him and back to the castle, and then he went all Obi-Wan Kenobi on the vampire hunter.
And the vampire hunter. They're like, our job's not done yet.
Our mom was having problems because it was a Viking boat, and we are in well, we're in Oraxylvania. It was very explicitly not Transylvania because it was putting where we were, and it put trans, and then deleted it, and then put Orax Sylvania. So it's very explicitly not Transylvania. Could just be in one of the other Vania countries. Like Metroidvania.
What does these things mean? Oh.
Gonna look at.
It's a stone gargoyle. This one looks uncomfortable.
Like he's between a rock and a hard place?
Of course.
No, he's not between between anything. This guy's more between a rock and a hard place. Because that's clearly Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and this is a hard place McGee.
What's the right?
This gargoyle looks too dumb to talk.
Yeah, he probably has rocks in his head.
And this is the type of humor we are expecting from this game now. Got it.
Sitting on top of a gargoyle would make my calc hair way too cold. So I'm going to
Calc hair?
pass.
Calcare?
It's in her butt.
Hey, Mr. Writer
can't
Brother
push
Man.
that.
Calcare?
But even if I could, I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
It would give the lake monster something to chew on.
Oh, right. And there's dark water in the ocean that the other vampire hypnotized.
It's a stone gargoyle. He looks very mean and heartless.
In other words, stone cold.
Boy.
I know Shroudy hid the key in one of these gargoyles. Oh, I just can't remember which one.
You click on each one.
Look at all of them. If it actually is describing them differently.
It's a stone gargoyle. Short and ugly.
Kind of reminds me of Shroudy.
Less
I
insulting
know
to the
Shroudy
gargoyle.
hid the key in one of these gargoyles. I just can't remember which one.
Guess we're gonna have to search all of them.
Oh, Mom's joke is even better.
Right.
One of them is The Rock
Now,
and the other is
Mr. Gargoyle,
Steve Austin.
would you please
aka
be so
Stone Cold.
kind as to give me the key that Shroudy has hidden inside of you? Pretty please, with sugar on top?
How about you?
I don't think I want to talk to him.
Yeah, he's giving you the cold shoulder. Both of them.
This gargoyle looks too dumb to talk.
Yeah, he probably has rocks in his head.
Okay, so how about the one that I'm talking to? Search. I think it said instead of push.
I can't move it. If the key's inside, I'm not going to be able to pry it out with my hands.
This looks like the perfect time to inflict a little blunt force trauma.
Yeah, okay, so that one is search.
Why do I have to fly over to him? He has wings. He should fly over to me.
I'm not sure I understand anything that's going on.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be in the gargoyle that has different prompts.
I can't move it. It looks too solid and steady.
Like a rock?
Can you access the rest of them? There's-
Nope, they're all nothing. Ooh, balcony. Fucking.
That is a balcony where we search for the hidden key.
Yeah, it's in one of those gargoyles.
Oh,
so let's
Shroudy
go
is the
find
name
that
of
key.
One of the, or of the other vampire, I guess.
Oh, seeing that balcony makes me think about my years on the stage and my beloved Perry.
Yeah, well, your name's not Juliet, so we need to focus
Also,
on getting out of this
you don't
castle.
want to be Juliet. Why do women and men keep saying they want to be Romeo and Juliet? Have they not read how that ends?
I hate changing out in public. If I need to go over there, I'll just walk.
I got an idea. You run back to the balcony, hang your hair over the edge, and I'll use it to climb down and go get some
You're a
help.
bat.
Don't
You
be
can fly.
absurd. You could simply fly down.
Yes, but then I
Okay.
wouldn't get to wrap
Yeah.
myself in your silky black velvety tresses that
It's
smell
okay.
faintly of roses with just a hint of lemon.
Okay, buddy. Come on. Let's go upstairs.
Come here.
Upstairs. Come on, let's go upstairs. Upstairs, bud. Let's go. It's okay. Cahoots. Come on. Down.
Cahoots.
Down. Okay. Over here. Go upstairs. Upstairs.
Nobody.
Upstairs. Go up. Upstairs. Come on. Upstairs. Go.
Cahoots, come here.
Cahoots. Come here. Come here. Let's go upstairs. Come on. Up. Cahoots. Come here. Come here. Come here. Cahoots. Hey, Cahoots.
Cahoots.
Come here.
Come here.
Upstairs, dog.
No.
Cahoots, up here. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
Upstairs. No.
Upstairs.
No. Cahoots. Upstairs.
Upstairs. There you go. There's a good boy.
Okay. Whew. We got him up there. Give Eric a sec to lock him up.
It's okay, buddy. Well, the sedation is worn off.
Yeah.
Apparently, the sedatives have worn off some. Also, really kind of annoyed with our gardeners are getting here later and later. Good, now I can't even hear it, and that microphone is just totally picking up
Everything.
lawnmower.
Is it just me, or are its eyes following us?
So I don't even know if they can hear me. Okay. Yeah, the gardeners are right outside the door, just leaf blowing at the door. Kind of obnoxious. And that's what really sets off Cahoots, and that's literally the one time where I fully understand him flipping out, because there's someone attacking our door. But he's supposed to be calm. This is not helping. Okay.
It's a bear rug.
Oh. Get some.
Is it just me, or are its eyes following us?
I need to test the game's ability to let me skip dialogue.
It's a bear rug.
Is it just...
Okay, cool. In case. Have a
I'm
way to
sorry,
skip it.
but I don't speak bear. I better not. I might not be able to bear the weight. No need to show off. I might as well walk.
Yeah, I don't blame her, Mom. That sounds like a terrifying thing to have happen. I guess some Transformers blew
I
right
had some
outside the
burning
door.
questions for you,
Or
but I
maybe
just
flip
forgot
out.
them.
Oh, here we go. Pick up a rusty sword.
It's so rusty. It will definitely shatter if I hit anything
Maybe
with
that's
it,
what
but
I
it
need.
may have other uses. I'll remember it's here.
Oh. I'll remember it's here, so I'm not picking it up. Thing. There's a lot of... Touch the fire.
Burnt vampire flesh smells really bad. I better not.
This mirror is this accent, like, kind of consistent? Can't tell where she's supposed to be from. Odd.
It's a note pinned to the control panel.
Right.
Let me save you crow's feet and read that for you. It says, Baron Shroudy, I fixed the control panel for the theater flats. I had to, find something about cross-wired to some power source. We'll fix it next time, I think. Signed RM. Man, this guy must be a doctor. I can barely read this note.
The levels appear to be jammed. Something is blocking their
really
movement.
Try to move it there, lady. Bunny. Bunny? What's that thing on the right?
It appears to be the decapitated head of a stuffed animal?
They killed Smuggle Bunny. You bastards!
With him. That's messed up.
There.
It's the decapitated head of a bear.
How barbaric!
But the taxidermy is very
Barbaric?
sophisticated. Note the flawless preservation of his dying roar.
Beaver.
It's a particularly large squirrel with fangs.
That's a beaver, bug brain.
Lame. Giant vampire squirrels would have been way cooler.
That's kind of true.
It's the dedication plaque for this theater.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Shroudy might have a crush on you.
What does it say?
Wish I could pull that down and burn it. That is what I think of Shroudy and his pathetic attempt to buy my love. It's a dedication plaque for this theater. It says, the Mona de la Fête Memorial Theater, established 1892.
Why do I have to talk to it in order to read it? That's weird. That's how you read things in this game? By talking at them?
There's nothing off stage. It's absolutely, completely empty. There's no reason whatsoever to go back there.
But maybe we should...
Trust me once for a change.
Well, maybe we
I
should.
don't want to touch that.
If you fly to backstage.
I belong on this stage. Line?
Huh?
It looks like someone's family crest. No way! Too heavy.
Oh, I'm so crestfallen.
It's a rather nasty-looking gargoyle.
Is it me, or is he actually wearing a wig? It looks like you could use a shave. That's a pretty serious goatee he's sporting.
Let's open the windows because it's still hot in here. Yes. He's actually being really good up there now. There's some initial barking. Hopefully he's okay.
I better take this. I might need it at some point. I'd better grab this.
Oh, there it goes. They're getting closer.
I don't know what it is about this mirror, but I simply don't look like myself.
You're pulling my
I
wing,
just
right?
What do you
realized-
mean?
Sweetheart, it looks like Shroudy taped the picture over your mirror, probably because he didn't want you to see, or actually not see, your reflection. Apparently, he had some 6-year-old kid draw the picture.
That's adorable and hilarious.
Wait a minute. What does it say down in the corner? With love from Shroudy.
Scratch the 6-year-old kid idea. I guess I'll have to add art to my list of things that Shroudy sucks at. Maybe I'll put it just below escaping vampire hunters.
Wait, did I see him get stabbed?
I tear this picture down, but I'm afraid of what I'll see underneath.
You mean not see, right?
Alright, fair enough.
I might need that, but I can't carry it around with me. I'll keep it in mind.
Huh. Interesting. I don't actually have some of this inventory, I just have the idea of
I'm
it.
not tired right now. Besides, I rather enjoy staying up late. Although sometimes it makes me so tired, I end up sleeping the entire day away.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with being a vampire?
Vampire schmampire. It's just a simple curse, nothing more.
Okay. So she's in denial.
If I try to pick them up, they just fall apart. It's better to admire them from afar. I'm going to take this.
I didn't even see what that was. I mean, I saw it as a refill bottle, but I didn't see where it was on the ground. Oh well.
I don't see anything I really want to carry around with me.
Oh, but look at all these cute toys. Animal noise toy.
This animal noise toy just might come in handy.
Okay, so you do see something you might want. Interesting. Contradicting yourself mere seconds after saying a thing.
It's a picture of some really weird-looking man. The picture frame says, "From Jack the Gimper to my lovely Baroness."
Man, that is one crazy-looking man. I hope we never run into that guy.
With our luck, we'll probably end up meeting him.
And since you mentioned that, we're definitely gonna end up meeting him. In fact, I'm curious if he's Shroudy. Nah, she would say it looks like Shroudy.
Ugh! There's no way I'm touching that picture. That guy is too creepy looking. You are creepy looking.
And lame.
It's a hand-drawn picture. I think it's supposed to be Shroudy's mother.
Picasso, he ain't. That's for sure.
I don't collect art done by lunatics.
Is there any other kind?
Ba-dum-tsh.
Hi, lousy hands-on picture.
Yeah, I commented on that earlier. The accent is real inconsistent. It's like if I was trying to do an accent for her. Only someone got paid for this.
It's a snow-covered planter box. Look at that! Beneath the snow are some flower bulbs. Even with the snow gone, I doubt they'll grow. That dirt looks like it hasn't been refreshed in years.
You guys really need to grow up.
Oh, have a heart. They're just enjoying their childhood.
Yeah? Well, enjoy it while it lasts, little bulbs. The Reaper spares neither women nor newly budding children.
Turning into a bat just to fly 1 foot and then turning back into a human again is highly overrated.
I don't know, that sounds pretty fun. Love you.
already done that.
Which is weird that it's still an option.
It's a frozen planter box with a few flower bulbs still in it.
What? Wait. What? Okay. Oh.
I feel like maybe we should say a few words or something. After all, these are the Baron's remains.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to say goodbye to the Baron von Kiefer. And though he's already walked through the valley of the shadow of death, today we must ask not what this planter box can do for him, but what he can do for this planter box. Ashes to ashes, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. Now dump that sucker.
Touching, Frederick. Truly touching. That didn't do anything. Flat.
What'd you expect? It's ash. Noble ash, but still just ash nonetheless.
What if I give it some perfume?
I don't want to waste good perfume with that.
Okay, what about some body oil to give those plants some body?
I don't want to waste the last of my body lotion with that.
Maybe. Perfume refill?
I don't want to smell like a French, house of women of low moral fiber.
Huh?
Well, Mona, I'd say from the slight browning and the horizontal striping you see towards the top of the exterior skin, those are 100% pure belladonna buds.
Wow, Frederick. I didn't know you knew so much about flowers.
Well, you see, Helena, my last girlfriend, dumped me after I gave her some flowers.
Oh, Frederick. That was sweet. Why did she dump you?
They sent her into anaphylactic shock. After that, I thought it might be a good idea to know a bit more about flowers. Rocco, her brother, still wants to beat me to a pulp for that.
It's the dark, frigid waters of Lake Varg.
Do people swim in it?
Well, sometimes they float. Usually face down. Hello, Mr. Lake Monster. I think you are so glossy and shiny and powerful looking. I bet you're just misunderstood and not monstrous at all. No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, Shroudy's curse keeps me from flying over the lake.
Oh, I see. Oh, because it's running water. Vampires can't go over running water. Or wait, no, a lake's not running water, it's sitting there. It's jogging. Moseying. Oh, neat. A torture room. A dungeon. Poker and hot coals. Yes, I'm gonna those.
That poker is a little too hot to pick up.
Well then, what about the brazier filled with white-hot coals?
Gee, I don't know, Frederick. Why don't you try and pick it up and let me know how it
Brazier?
goes?
Isn't it a brazier? Brazier is what women wear.
I bet a big, heavy, hitting thing might be useful somewhere, but I'm not going to carry it around. I'll keep it in mind, though. That That's a rather odd-looking item. I wonder what it's used for.
Yeah.
I'll
feel
take
like
a
that's
wild
furniture.
guess. How about grinding stuff?
I don't want to touch that thing. It's got lots of residue on it.
You're right, Mona. It looks like there are bits of flesh and bone, and maybe a few coffee beans.
Coffee beans?
Yeah, Shroudy sometimes like to start his day with a hot cup of joe and the evening
I
paper
think
bowl.
that's just
Don't you mean
graphic
the
adventures
evening
where there
paper?
are
No,
female leads.
I mean the
'Cause
paper
it's the
bowl.
same as there are
Shroudy
male
always
leads.
enjoyed
They're
feasting
just
on
as-
Draxylvanian paper boys.
can't do that.
I
I
assume
can't
he
do
threw
that.
their corpses into the pit, then climbed into his coffin where he'd relax and read their papers.
Talk to the Iron Maiden.
Hello there.
Well, hello there, dearie.
Oh,
It's a
it's
pleasure to
actually
make your
working.
acquaintance.
Ah! You can talk!
Oh, don't be frightened, my dears. I won't harm you.
Who are you?
My name is Barbara, although my friends call me Barb. Get it, Barb?
Yeah, I think we get it. Bob, as in a sharp metal device
I
that
was
slowly and painfully
explaining the
rends
joke so
flesh
that
as
it
it gets
wouldn't be
pushed
funny.
into some
Thank
poor
you very
bastard's
much.
body. That's downright hilarious.
Yeah, it does sound like he.
Well, maybe that guy doesn't find it so funny.
Oh, just ignore him. I mean that.
Aside from torturing people, what do you do down here?
Well, I'm actually the torture chamber stenographer. It's my job to record what's being said down here when Shroudy or the Baroness are, in a serious discussion with her, guests.
What kind of stuff have you heard? Could you tell us?
Oh, sure. I don't think that would harm anything. I like to think of myself as an open book. And speaking of books, that's what the Baroness would usually be asking about. Shroudy, on the other hand, he usually didn't ask anything at all.
Why? Was Shroudy too shy?
No, too sadistic. The one fellow over there without his head, Shroudy really went after. That's right around the time when the Baroness disappeared. Curious thing about that guest.
What?
He didn't bleed at all. Shroudy took one whack at his head and it fell on the floor and shattered like a Ming vase. Very, very odd. Even for around here.
Yeah, I would. I'd be okay with having a shoulder bat.
Book? What book?
Oh, yes.
fun is
The
keep
Book of
that
Shrouds
guy.
was always the topic of discussion for the Baroness. It was mostly various priests, scholars, magicians, historians, and, holy men that the Baroness would bring down here. She was definitely trying to extract knowledge from them about that book.
When was the last time you saw the Baroness?
She was torturing that headless man over there several years ago. After she got the information she wanted, she left the castle in a hurry and never returned.
Do you have this session memorized right before the Baroness left?
Yes, let me see. I believe I have it here. It's been a few years. Oh. Here I go. Man from Cabal. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. Ah, I can't take it. Ah.
Do you think you could skip ahead a little bit to where he was actually talking?
Yes, of course. Man from Cabal. Yes, I have the tome you're looking for. It will give you all the secrets to unlocking the book. Baroness, tell me where it is or I'm going to shove this hot poker.
Oh my! Could we please, skip ahead a little bit more?
Oh, certainly. Man from Cabal. The tome is in my camp, buried at the base of a large oak tree near the Vargo Pass crossroads. Baroness, you'd better not be lying to me or when I return you will feel pain as you have never felt it before. Huh. After that, the Baroness disappeared. A few days later, Shroudy came downstairs screaming about a trap. He took an axe and tried to chop the poor fellow's head off. But when the head rolled off, there was no blood. It wasn't a man at all. It was some kind of talking clay statue or some such.
I think it's called a clay golem.
How do you know about that?
Used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dorks. The clay golems dropped a lot of loot and were pretty aggro.
I should
We're
have
not
known.
feeling it, love?
Bob, please go on.
Apparently, somebody was laying a trap for the Baroness. And it must have worked, for she never returned.
What did Shroudy do after that?
I believe he searched frantically for months, but he didn't find a single trace of her at Vargo Pass or anywhere else in
Oh,
Draxylvania.
it's Draxylvania?
Poor
I
little
thought it was
monster.
Oraxylvania.
He lost his mommy so young. He was devoted to her, you know. He got lonely and left on holiday soon after that. He came back occasionally with a new female companion, but he seemed to grow tired of each one after a time. Then off he would go again.
Hey, Mona, that may explain why you're here.
Yes, from what I've seen, he likes you best of them so far. Maybe it's because you look so much like her.
Like whom?
Oh, his mother, the Baroness, of course.
Okay, the Baroness is his mommy.
What was this cabal you mentioned?
I don't know, but I do recall they all seemed to wear a belt that had a gold circle with a star in the middle and an eye in the middle of the star. The Baroness seemed to really, give them special attention.
Who was the guess you speak of?
The Baroness would search all over the world for priests and scholars, or even wizards and witches, and invite them to stay at the castle, all expenses paid.
Let me guess. She slipped them a Mickey, and instead of the spa, they ended up down here.
Right. Then she would ask me to take down everything I heard for future reference. When she was done, some went into the pit, and a few she took somewhere else. Maybe another dungeon somewhere. I don't know. As you can imagine, I don't get around much.
Yeah, I could definitely see Katie playing this character.
What does being an Iron Maiden pay?
Pay? Oh no. I have to do this. I'm not sure why. Torturing people does seem horrible and just downright unfriendly and all, but we all have to follow the paths our creators have laid down for us. My path in this life is to slowly squeeze the life out of people and record their thoughts on the matter. Simple, true, but still rewarding. Settle down, or Mama isn't going to be happy.
How come we have never had the pleasure of talking before?
Well, the Baroness and later Shroudy always told me never to talk to strangers or any guests. But now that they're both gone, I just feel free to talk to you for some reason.
How are you able to talk?
Oh, for the longest time I was scrap metal from a wrecked ship, the SS Woebegone, out of Lake Superior. Then I was sold to Acme Toys, Tools, and Torture Devices in Port Varda. There I was forged and cast and shipped here. Then one Christmas Eve, the Baroness made a wish upon a bright star that I would come to life. And what do you know? A magical fairy came down and granted her wish, and that is how I came to life.
Are you sure that's the way it happened?
Pretty sure.
Well, I better be going. It's been very nice talking with you.
You too.
Yeah,
Hush.
the muffled voice said you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what a polite torturee.
I definitely don't want to see what is in there.
Oh, man, I do. Come on, Mona, please.
No, Fodrick. It will be filled with some gruesome, gory scenes that will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Forget it!
Oh, those are rats.
Eek! Rats!
You mean Frankie and the gang? Nah, don't worry about them, Mona. That rat pack is a bunch of good fellas.
Well, if you say so. Those are some rats
Frank
inhabiting the
Sinatra
crypt. Not in your life.
What? They're just rats. Filthy, disgusting, disease-ridden rats who cheat at cards.
Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself, dollface. How you doing today?
Who are you?
My name is Frank, although my friends call me Frankie. I'm here with
Yeah,
my
okay.
associates, Sammy, Joey, and Dean. We've been living in this castle for quite some time.
Definitely.
You might say we
The Rat
manage
Pack
the
is Frank
neighborhood.
Sinatra, right? And other people and things.
How you doing, Frankie?
Hey, look, yous guys, it's the Froadmeister. I told you about him. This crazy guy could do things with his calculator that would make your head spin.
Yeah,
You still
what's-
do that trick, eh,
who
Frody?
was the Rat
No,
Rat
Frankie.
Pack?
I've sort of stopped doing stuff like that. I'm laying off the vino now, staying clean, if you know what I mean.
Forget about it. Yo, hey, sorry to hear about the thing with Rocco. You know, he's still looking for you. He and the Belfry boys are still pretty steamed up. You better make it right, and soon. Capiche?
And what about you? Looks like you got yourself a full-on rat pack.
Don't be a wise guy. You trying to be some kind of comedian or something?
Nah, I really think of myself as more of a short, one-eyed song and dance man.
Please forgive him.
Forget about it.
Do you and your associates know the layout of the castle?
Oh, yeah. My associates and I use the old plumbing running through the castle to get from room to room.
Name he
They
gave.
pretty much have the run of the place, with the
Frankie.
exception of the kitchen.
Why can't you go into the kitchen?
The Baroness's cat hangs out in there. She's taken down a lot of my soldiers.
Bean?
Just the other day, she whacked my cousin Jimmy the Rat Carboni.
Not the most inventive nickname I've ever heard.
What are you gonna do? It's a popular name. Everybody wants it. So what am I gonna do?
How come I never met you before?
Well, your master Baron Shroudy wasn't too fond of us. So we laid low until we heard from Edgar the Raven that Shroudy got whacked. Did you order that hit?
What?
Gangsters.
Me? No! I didn't even know you could order a hit. Or I might have been tempted to order one sooner.
Maybe he
Well,
said
I've heard
Joey.
you singing too. It's nice, but a bit overwhelming and loud. You need to learn to control it better so you don't blow away your audience.
Gee, thanks. Opera tips from a rat.
An Italian rat? If we Italians know anything, it's opera. You're good. You just need some
This
coaching.
game is dumb. I like it.
Bob over there mentioned something about a magic book the Baroness was interested in. Are you familiar with that?
How could we not be? It's all the Baroness ever screamed about while she was torturing the poor bastard she brought down here.
You mind telling me about it?
Well, that depends. That's where my memory enters what you call a gray area.
How gray?
Navy blue. But it might get a little more beige if you do us a solid.
Yeah, before I agree to your thing,
Navy isn't a shade of gray. Neither is beige.
point of order.
Navy, Army, Air Force, Marines. What's the difference? What color? You want to do business or what?
I'll listen. What do you propose?
We need you to hit somebody for us, and it needs to be a real message job. Pyewacket, the Baroness's cat, lives near the kitchen. You take her out, and maybe we can do some business.
You want me to kill a defenseless little kitty?
Defenseless, She's 20 pounds of pure feline killing machine. She's too much for any of my capos to handle. We even brought in a specialist from Sicily. After Pyewacket was finished with him, all that was left was a single foot.
I guess this Pyewacket likes Italian.
You take care of this little problem
Try
for
not
us
to
and bring
hurt
a
the
collar
kitty,
as
but I
proof
make
the
no
deed was done.
promises.
We'll tell you what you
The
need to
kitty
know to
turns
get to
out
the
to
Book
be a
of
big
Shrouds.
jerk.
I will tell you
think
this
she's
much.
gonna hurt the
To find the
kitty.
Book of Shrouds, you're going to have to gain access to the Baroness's secret laboratory, which is only accessible through the library.
We'll see what I
Now,
can do.
that's all
but
I'm gonna
guessing
tell
I
you
have
until
no
you
choice
bring
in
me
the
the
matter.
cat's collar.
All right. Fine.
Okay,
Kill
I'm going to get its collar without killing
A
it. That's probably
defenseless
what's
little
gonna
kitten.
happen.
And bring back the collar as proof.
Yeah, that's it. You have any more questions for me, sweet cheeks?
No. I have heard quite enough. Au revoir.
Question is the fountain gonna talk too?
It's a rather bizarre-looking fountain.
Is it just me, or is that fountain actually wearing sunglasses?
Well, maybe he's cool. Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day. Unless you're a vampire, of course. Then the sun shines on you only once, and you burst into flames.
Hello, Mr. Fountain. How are you doing today?
I think he said, "I'd love to chat with you, but it's hard to speak with a high-pressure jet of water
Okay,
emanating
I
from
need
my
to turn
mouth."
off the water.
I can imagine. I wonder
Yeah.
if there's a way to turn it off somehow.
There aren't any valves to shut off the water that I can see. Maybe they're somewhere else.
As this is a torture chamber and all, I think I'm just going to keep my hands to myself. It's my bed.
You mean it's your coffin, right?
Oh, Frederick, you and your vampire obsession. It's my bed, nothing more.
You say tomato, I say tomato, you say bed, I say it's a velvet-lined pine box that corpses sleep in. I call that a coffin.
I still say it's my bed. And come to think of it, I really need to wash my sheets. For some reason, each morning when I wake up, I am laying on a pile of dirt.
I'm no expert, but I think the dirt is something you vampire types need for some reason. Something about a grave. I swear I read that somewhere.
I'm no vampire, so I won't be needing this dirt.
Well, then can I pick it up?
I don't need to be dragging my bed.
Coffin.
I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, I don't need my bed right now, but it's good to know that it's here in case I need it later.
Okay, so it's going in my inventory as a glowy item. Got it.
It's Shroudy's coffin. I can't believe we sleep in the same room.
Separate coffins, at least. Sometimes you need to look on the bright side of things.
It won't budge. The coffin has some kind of combination lock on the side of it.
I have a solution for that.
That won't work.
Why not? I smash it with a mace. A rusty sword.
That won't work.
Aren't trying hard enough.
A lady never spits on things, but believe me, I'm tempted. Ugh. It won't budge. The coffin has some kind... What is that thing?
Let me see. It looks like there's a small plaque down on the corner of the chair. Let me read it. It says, Acme Groin Crusher.
Aren't you going to follow that up with some kind of witty comment?
Mona, there are some things you simply do not joke
With
about.
that.
Squeaking, but it still works.
That thing is so wrong. I can't even talk about it. This place is horrible.
I'm with
Oh,
that.
the humanity.
It's some sort of fake man thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks like maybe it was made out of clay.
Poor fellow. He really lost his head. I think he's a magically created golem. Somebody made him and sent him here for a reason.
Who would do so?
Excuse me, by any chance, do you know how to ride a horse and throw a pumpkin?
He looks too heavy to carry around.
Smash him with a mace?
That won't work.
It'll work real well. What are you saying it won't do? I smash my coffin?
That won't work.
We're just not thinking outside the box.
I think we all know what that is.
Airhead. Could try that.
I don't like dirty talk.
Oh.
No way! Too heavy.
But I'll remember it's there? No, okay. Yeah, I gotta go find the bear head again. Pick it up, maybe? Although I don't think she let me pick it up. I don't remember if I tried or not. Pardon the yawning. Really
It's an
tired.
unlit torch.
Wow, I've never seen one of those. It seems like they never go out. Ever.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not set myself on fire. That's hot.
Hot or not, I wouldn't touch it.
It's bolted to the wall. I'm unnaturally strong, but not that strong.
What the hell?
That's strange. I never realized the castle had a sub-basement. It looks a little hot in there.
Who's that mean-looking dude with the pitchfork? And who is that standing next to him?
You mean the guy with the stupid look on his face and the name tags that says, "My name is George"? I have no idea.
Now I'm curious if this developer made different games with a character named George. Some kind of reference.
It's stuck. The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to
Well,
open this up
good thing I
until the
have some
hinges are
oil.
working.
I have some body oil that I could on the hinges. Maybe. And I can get into the pit that has blood leading to it.
That loosened one of them up, but I had to use all the lotion in the bottle. Now it's empty.
Perfume also work as oil?
I can't empty that while we're inside the castle. The smell would be too much. I don't want to smell like a French...
Okay. Oh, there's a happy face on. Oh, and there's graffiti. That's cute. It was. Hello, I am Caitlin's. How are you doing? I am the best puppet master ever.
Oh, we're all gonna play Muppets. We'll all be, all know it apparently.
Up there.
I have no need for it.
What if we get attacked by a giant Goldilocks? You might want to keep it in mind.
Never touch anything in this castle that could come to life.
Especially a zombie beaver. He'll chew your head off, man.
Is your head made of wood? Make bacon from boar.
I don't need meat.
True, but you do need the marinade.
I would pull this beautiful animal down so it could be free, but I'm worried he might not be able to run free.
He could awkwardly roll to freedom. That I'd like to see.
He's not very bright.
He's a green denial to be fair.
A lady does not snuggle with a decapitated head no matter how soft, cute, and
Focus,
furry
though.
he is. Though he is awfully cute, aren't you, Wiggle Snoogums?
Win.
Sorry.
No, I don't want it. I wonder if that was the face that Shroudy made just before he died.
I'm not sure, but it does look a little bit like the face he made the other day when I spiked his blood supply with Tabasco sauce.
It looks too much like Shroudy after he's been out hunting for wine shops.
Yeah, wine shops. This lady.
You know, she's in denial. Give her, you know, gotta work delicately with this.
Ooh, wait, can I speed up walking places? Okay, bear. But you want your head chopped off?
That won't work.
Okay.
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Hello?
I'm not pulling on that long tongue of his.
I can't decide how I should respond to that. I have so many options.
And none of them clean. Let's just move on.
Alright, I do like the writing. Because it points at but then avoids crude humor.
I can't reach it from here. The tapestry is fairly loose. I'm not going to pull it down right now, but if I need it at some point, I'll remember that it's here.
Okay.
No need to show off. I might as well walk. No need to show off. I might...
Alright, murder, herder, that was the dungeon, is outside.
It's the lake monster of Lake Vog, a hideous creature that slinks through the water devouring whatever creatures he can find. A monstrous creature.
Well, in his defense, he is technically a monster.
Why are you defending him?
Let's just say I know what it's like to be a misunderstood miscreant mired in melancholy.
Nice alliteration.
Thank you. Nice assonance.
Wordplay.
Hello, Mr. Lake Monster. I think you are so glossy and shiny and powerful looking. I bet you're just misunderstood and not monstrous at all.
What are you trying to do? Make a new friend or something?
Did it ever occur to you that once we find a way out of this castle, we're probably going to end up encountering that creature? What if it ends up that he's hungry and he decides he wants to eat one of us? At that point, is he more likely to choose the friendly, young woman or the annoying little bat who's always being mean to him?
Hey, Lake Monster! You rock! Buddy old pal of mine! You rule!
Yeah, I do kind of feel like this game may be for
I'm
a
not getting
bit of a
anywhere
younger
near that
audience.
monster. I've seen what he does to anything that falls in.
I call him Inky, but Shroudy called him Mr. Body Disposal.
It's a stone goblet.
Kind of remind...
I know Shroudy hid the key in one of these
Guess we're gonna have to search...
I can't move it. If the key's inside, I'm not going to be able to pry it out with my hands.
This looks like the perfect time to inflict a little blunt force trauma.
Oh, I have a thing for that.
I bet I could provoke the gargoyle that has the key by smashing them all with that mace.
Hey, that's not half bad. And it will be extremely fun. Let's do it.
So when she turns into a bat, does all the stuff she's carrying get smaller? Oh lake monster. Oh. Okay, the dark water just decided to eat it. But it rejected it.
Yeesh. Looks like our favorite lake monster has a serious case of acid reflux disease.
Okay, so it's not quite
Whatever
dark
that
water.
is, it sounds painful.
You can come back from dark water.
Inky needs to stop eating so much Italian.
Oh, like lasagna or pizza?
No, Italians. Like the boat full of Venetian tourists that he sank yesterday.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Adam.
Please, I feel as though we've started off on the wrong foot. Or in your case, perhaps the wrong claw. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mona de Lafitte.
Charmed, I'm sure. I don't usually associate with common folk such as yourself. As you appear to be a lady, I would consider kissing your hand, but based on the smell of you, I must conclude that you are clearly a member of the unwashed masses.
I understand perfectly. I'm curious. How did you end up on this bridge?
The Baroness decided she wanted to have a child.
Well, I have perfume. Figure I can just put it on. And then suddenly I don't smell like the unwashed masses. Oh, I missed what
The
he said.
Baroness of this castle?
Yes. Before Shroudy ruled here, the Baroness Lilith von Kiefer was in charge.
So then you and she...
Oh, don't be absurd.
A child? Who was the father? You?
No. I assure you, no child of mine
Prove
would
that,
turn
Adam.
out like
Prove that.
Shroudy. And if it did, I would have thrown him into the lake.
That would seriously impact your chances of getting one of those world's greatest dad coffee mugs.
No, truth be told, I don't know who Shroudy's father is. All I know is that the Baroness disappeared into a workshop. There were some strange sounds, then the crying of a child. I can't imagine what went on down there. Your guess is as good as mine on the origin of that hellion.
Yes, I have it.
Or do I just get it?
You don't seem to like Shroudy.
Oh, God, no! Not at all. After he was born, my days of living quietly in the library were over. He thought I was his play toy, pestered me constantly. Finally, one day after he attempted to dress me up in one of the Baroness's nightgowns, I yelled at him and told him to never touch me again. He ran off crying to the Baroness, and that's all it took. I've been on this bridge ever since.
If you hated Shroudy so much, why didn't you leave after the Baroness disappeared?
You of all people should know. Like you, I'm magically bound to this castle. I can't just simply fly away. As punishment for yelling at her son, I'm doomed to be stuck out in the cold, forever holding this key in my mouth.
How did it get back there? Didn't Shroudy take it and take the boat?
If you want revenge on Shroudy, then give us the key. Trust me, that will really make him mad.
Let me take your suggestion under advisement. I think not.
You are such a jerk!
Well then, I guess that's why I'm not going to give you the key, because I'm just a jerk. Now run along, you two, back to your tower. Get comfortable, because without this key, there's no way you're getting through that door. Oh, did I mention the door and the key were enchanted? So, as you can see, there's no way you're getting through that door, and no way I'm giving you this key.
Name your price for the key. Any price.
I might have something. Get rid of the raven Edgar
I haven't
for
even
me,
seen this cat or
and
this
then we
raven.
can talk about giving you the key.
There's more to
No
the
way.
castle?
Edgar's cool. Why don't you like him?
He is a bird. He sits above me. I am a statue. You figure it out. Let's just say he has bad aim.
Or good aim, from my point of view.
It's disgusting. Just like you. Get rid of him and I may think about giving you the key. Till then, leave me alone so I may think my thoughts.
Oh, so that's what you snooty types call picking your nose and scratching your backside. I always wondered.
Enough! Rufus, where is this Edgar Raven you speak of?
Haven't you been listening? He sits above me in a raven roost at the top of the tower. Now please return to the great unwashed masses from whence you came.
Do you actually like sitting on this bridge and being Shroudy's servant?
No, because he's always taking me for granite. Oh my, yes.
Definitely not that funny.
Oh my, yes.
That joke is old enough to collect a pension.
What is your name? Kid Cookie, master of all comedy? I'll have you know that I have read 32 books on comedy and have been told I can be fresh, funny, and cutting edge.
I see. So you just choose not to be.
Exactly. And to answer your query, seriously this time?
Yes, stay serious, please.
It's not a matter of liking what I do. It is a matter of duty. We enchanted gargoyles take pride in doing our duties and doing them well.
Unlike your joke telling.
You are extremely lucky I am bound to this bridge, or you would be severely punished.
Your jokes are punishment enough.
May I please have the key to the rest of the castle?
Not going to happen, I'm afraid. I take my job very seriously, unlike you.
Have a job?
I don't have a job. What job are you talking about?
Looking pretty, smelling nice, not speaking till spoken to. I wouldn't expect a
aren't jobs.
raise if I were you.
Hey, anyone ever teach you it isn't polite to speak ill of the dead, you rotten son of...
Ixnay on the Ottenley. We still need to get the key, remember? Is there anything we could do to help persuade you to give us the door key? I think it is night time we go.
Funny, I had that exact thought.
I perfume myself. Perfume you?
The wind will just blow it right back in my face.
I'm okay with that, then I'll smell pretty. Not what we're going for here? I want to smell pretty. I smell pretty. Hey. Says I smell. I'll believe her. No reason to.
I'm gonna have to live with it.
Good point.
I better not.
I don't mind the cold so much. It's the razor-sharp shards of glass that don't sound very appealing.
What's that? Or wait, hold on.
I think they're all gone, right? I haven't heard them in a while. Get up.
I can't use an empty bottle of body lotion with that. An animal noise to...
That's the same thing. Okay, so up is this room. Oops. Also, I need more body lotion. Wait, would that be upstairs? Refills? Where I got it from?
No. It's stuck! There's no way I can open this thing unless we find that
How's
key.
he doing?
Let's go see what's up.
Hi, buddy. How you doing, little puff face? Come here, buddy. I want to see your face. I want to see how it's doing. Come here, buddy.
Edgar's up.
Oh.
And he's sober.
Sober?
I'm just kidding.
Are you sure? Not from where I'm standing.
Alright, so it's a smush puff face again.
Yeah.
You've been sleeping on your puffy side again. Half of his face looks like the target dog, and the other half looks like him.
Statue, why are you here? It seems strange to have a statue like you on a castle like this.
I think this castle had a lot of nicer looking statues on it before the Baroness lost her last husband. I think this is the last one.
Oh, how moving. Well then, we have to preserve it at all costs,
means I need
right?
to push
Yeah,
it.
of course, unless we want to smash it for fun.
Sorry, statue, but I'm afraid you might have to be destroyed for the common good.
Or we could just learn to live in this castle forever and preserve the statue.
No.
Nah, the statue's toast.
I don't know why I want to push the statue, but I totally do.
Well, that didn't work. I'm stronger than I was, but I still can't push this over.
Ice your face, but you're so you're more agitated. Well, not agitated. Excuse me.
Oh, wait.
Energetic.
The sedatives are wearing off.
Yep.
Thank you, love.
The clothesline has Edgar's clothes on it, held up by clothespins. Edgar, can I borrow some of your clothes for Frederick? He needs to cover up a bit, don't you think?
Bath would help more than new clothes. Why not just drop them in the tub and I'll scrub them down?
That is an excellent idea. I like your thinking.
Don't I get a say in this? Wait, I do. And it's no.
What if I do this?
I know bats are like cats and lick themselves clean, but really, that is disgusting. You should try and bathe like regular people.
I think you
This
got
is
it
looking
wrong.
better.
You humans should lick
I think
yourselves
the
clean.
swelling is going
You
down
don't know what you're
overall.
missing.
He's using it. It would be rude for me to knock him out and take it.
But you're not a vampire, so you should... Right.
Excuse me, Mr. Raven? Might I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure.
My name is Mona. What's yours?
The name's Edgar. Hey, I've seen you before. You're that gal the short guy keeps locked up in the tower, aren't you?
Yes, my full name is Mona de Lafitte. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And yes, I am sad to say that for the past year, Shouty has kept me locked up in this castle. But now I finally have a chance at freedom. Earlier tonight,
okay,
Shouty
buddy.
was killed. We heard his
Relax,
screams from
buddy.
across the lake.
dead, huh?
Supposed to stay
Well, it couldn't
calm.
have happened to a nicer guy. So now the castle is yours. Don't worry about me staying here. I'm building a permanent nest in Gosford Falls near where my girl lives. But until I make a good nest, collect my fortune, she won't marry me. So this is my bachelor
boy.
pad till then.
Yeah, I think your swelling is going down, buddy. Now it's just above the eye. Basically right where the tooth was.
I can't get through the doors that's right below you. Rufus, one of the gargoyles, has the key, but he won't give it to us.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
Yeah, the carrion pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. But come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess. How do you like living in Castle Varg?
It's all right. I can do what I want, hang out with my buds, party, drink. No one bothers me. But I feel out of touch sometimes way out here. When I was in the city, I was in the know. Could follow my favorite sports team, hear the latest gossip. Sometimes it's just too isolated around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how out of it
I
were you
do.
when we both tried
You
before?
just need to feel more connected to the world, more informed. I do too. As soon as I'm back in Paris, things will be back to normal.
Great.
Yeah,
Well, good luck with
looks like
that.
it's mostly just above where the tooth was now. Even in the last, hour, it's gotten a lot better. Which is great, because it went from progressively puffing to then it kind of deflated and it just looked like he was melting on one side to now it's back to how it was this morning of just kind of where the tooth was is puffier. Kind of.
Do you know of another way into this part of the castle?
Nah, this place is sealed up tighter than... Well, it's sealed up tight. Just before you got here, that short fellow went around installing bars and locks and boarded up almost every window and door to this part of the castle. I guess Shroudy didn't want someone, probably you, to get in for some reason.
That is all I need to know.
You trying to smell it?
I don't know what he's trying to do, but let him smell it beforehand.
It's the doorway into Edgar's roost. It's already open.
So he doesn't necessarily mind that I have...
No need to yell in there. Edgar's right here.
Which makes it difficult. But I... Oh, it's some paint. I don't want you having. Fun.
Yeah, I'm a little weirded out by the transition to grab items that you're not near, but if they're consistent about it, then that's fine.
Wait, Mona!
The choice they
Rufus
made.
isn't under the statue. If you drop it on him, it'll miss and hit the stone wall next to him.
Oh, that's...
You're right, Frederick. We better find a way to get the key from him.
That's why I'm trying.
Better not. I don't want to get them all wrinkled. Soapy water makes my stomach upset.
So does food. Stick to your wine.
Yeah, wine.
An animal noise toy doesn't go with that. It's Rufus the gargoyle, sitting under his turret. We've tried talking to him, but no matter what, I don't think he'll ever voluntarily give us the key to the castle. I'd have to fly down to do that. Even then, I don't think he'd go quietly. He's too smart and on constant alert.
I guess I'm trying to smash him with the statue. I get it. Where exactly?
may not have the mace anymore, but I've still got my fists.
Mr. Gargoyle, prepare to receive the contents of the oversized barrel of whoop butt that Mona is about to open on you.
I'll not lower myself to engage in fisticuffs with an undead hussy or a tick-infested rat.
Tick? Where? I thought I ate them all this morning.
How dare you? I am no hussy.
Your proportions say
Hey,
otherwise.
that's really rude. Judging her by her looks, she can't.
You
help
don't
that
care
she
for the
was
classic
drawn that way.
hourglass shape, eh? I hear ya. I'm a more Rubenesque bat myself, but sometimes...
Frederick, what are you doing?
No, she's not bad.
Oh,
She's drawn that way.
hey, you can't talk to my friend like that no matter how over-proportioned she is. That better?
Loads.
What is he doing?
Right now, I don't. Oh, my carpets.
I think he'd smack me right out of the air if I got near him. I'll stay in human form, thank you.
I could probably outmaneuver him. Yeah, but what would that accomplish?
Can we get him to move over? You're not letting you near his face now?
Oh, you can put me near him. Just... Hey.
An animal noise toy doesn't go with that. I don't want to smell like a French...
You're a good.
I don't think a tapestry will work with
You're
that.
a good.
My coffin won't really work with that.
Okay.
A coffin? She actually called it a coffin?
Oh, yeah, good point. Her bed. Let's see. What am I... If I need Rufus to move, can I get... Maybe I can get Edgar to haunt him?
Frederick, it looks like he's awake now.
Awake, maybe, but he's not looking too good. He looks a bit like a zombie. I would have said that he looks like the living dead, but I've come to understand that the undead are sometimes fairly attractive.
Why, thank you, Frederick.
Don't mention it.
I'm confused.
Yeah, she's not very consistent.
Excuse me, Mr. Raven.
Yeah, sure.
That is all.
I don't want to physically threaten you, but okay.
No, that would be rude
Okay,
and
good.
unladylike.
Thank you. Didn't want to try that.
I don't want to crowd him. I don't think a tapestry will work with that.
Like, yeah.
I don't think a tapestry will work with that. I don't think a tapestry will work with that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I feel like you
I know
already
bats are
knew
like
that
cats
was
and lick
I think you got...
like screwed and
Frederick, talk to him, will you? He might be able to help.
Let's just say I don't have the tools of persuasion you have. I think he'll respond to you better than me.
I can't use Frederick with that.
Wait, Mona! Rufus isn't under the statue. If you drop it on him, it'll miss and hit the stone wall next to him.
don't walk next.
You're right, Frederick. We better find a way to get the key from him.
Like, I feel like he needs to be over here? Instead of right there?
I've just moved over one.
I can see it fine right here.
Throw something at him?
The wind will just blow it right back in my face. I don't want to smell like...
I'm not using it on you! Hey, Can you go pester him?
I could
Whoa.
probably outmaneuver him. Yeah, but what would that accomplish?
Oh, where did I go? Whoa. But I wasn't there a second ago. That was.
I don't think a tapestry will work with that.
So Edgar wants to leave, but he needs to first. Is that going to be our route?
I think it is nice.
Funny.
Press the button. Thanks.
I'm sorry, but I don't speak bear. I wonder if the artist got his inspiration from some high school kid's notebook.
These high school kids like to draw leering faces.
Friends. A story.
The levels appear to be jammed. Something is blocking their movement. I don't think I'll need that note. I can read it here. Note? Who wrote you?
Some guy with the initials RM. That chicken scratch had to have been written by a doctor.
It's a note pinned to the control panel.
Let me save you crow's feet and read that for you. It says, Baron Shroudy, I fixed the control panel for the theater flats. I had to, find something about, cross-wired to some power source? We'll fix it next time, I think. Signed...
Or him.
The levels appear...
Something is blocking the movement. Right, what's
I can't empty that while we...
the area?
Look at that mess! Frederick, is this your doing?
Well, yeah. I saw some strange guy in a lab coat installing this thing for Shroudy a while back. That's why I was messing around with it.
It's against the Apostolate's code of conduct to clean up after dirty bats.
That's not in there.
Well, it ought to be. I don't talk to things like that. There are seats for this theater. No, thank you. I don't want to get my dress dirty. It looks like the seats are covered in stale popcorn and empty boxes of Juju Bats candy. Fly, fly, fly. It's overweighted, you know. Fly, fly. I can't fly over there.
Why not?
Even if you double-dog dared me to, I would not do that.
Why not?
What's the matter? Chicken?
No, bear. I don't want to fly into that.
I think
I
you're
can
right.
see it fine right here.
Voice actress is getting more and more tired of maintaining the French accent as the game goes on. Certainly how it feels.
I can see it fine from here. I have no reason to go over there. Besides, those animals creep me out.
A wobbly buddy?
Limping, like, took a bit of a stumble down the stairs, so don't be surprised if he's limping tomorrow.
this stage.
Oh.
I can't use Frodrick with that.
Okay. So I need the key. Rufus won't give me the key unless I get rid of Edgar the Raven. Could you pull the thing back up on the... Oh, fire.
Making it solid.
Those torches brighten my day.
It's frozen.
And this bridge.
Real good.
No, I better.
That's good.
Right?
I like both options.
Mm-hmm. Fair, but...
I like this more than bacon.
Frodrick, will you play this toy for me later?
Sure. Just tell me when.
I've already done that. An animal noise. An animal noise. I don't want to smell.
Oh.
The wind will just blow.
I want to knock the statue onto Rufus for some reason I still don't quite get.
These two items won't combine together. These two items won't combine
It's a
together.
refill bottle.
These two items won't combine together. These two items. These two items. These two items. These two items won't.
Oh, I see. I didn't notice.
That won't work. That won't. That won't.
I
That
have a
won't
new
work.
item of that playing with animal toy.
These two items. These two. These two. These two.
Okay. Back to- Really want to light this torch.
This might come in handy, but I'm not carrying it around. I'll keep it in mind.
I failed at doing that before. That makes me sad.
Yes, if I need to light the torch, that would do it.
All we need now is a few hundred close friends with pitchforks and sticks, and we'll be ready to storm the castle of the local mad scientist.
Ugh, that is such an unimaginative cliche.
Okay, now I have a lit torch. Red stains. Oh, I didn't look at this place nearly well enough. Tisk tisk, Eric. Tisk.
My, they sure spilled a lot of ketchup down here, and on this wall particularly.
Really?
Ketchup looks more like old positive salty tasting Merlot to me.
I wonder who this Jenny girl is.
Given the fact that it's 1897, I'm more surprised that you're not wondering how you call somebody.
It says for a good time call. Jenny, 867-5309.
Boy, I would have hated to be the poor bastard who had that phone number. I bet millions of people were tortured by that number, staring at it while hanging there, wondering who was this Jenny.
It's not my job to keep the walls of Shroudy's torture chamber clean. In fact, if I had some paint, I might add a few choice words myself.
I'd say it's a good thing you don't have any paint, considering this is supposed to be a family-friendly game.
Choice words don't have to be not family friendly.
It's a rather
Or rather, choice words
ghoulish-looking
can be
smiley
family-friendly.
face.
You've gotta love the power of
You have to
positive
choose
thinking.
them.
Here he was, trapped in a dungeon, obviously bleeding, and yet he chose to make a smiley face instead of a frown. It's really quite uplifting if you think about it.
Re-drum. What does re-drum mean?
It's Moo-Rurder spelled backwards, I think. I knew a Moo-Rurder once. He owes me money.
You're really not making any sense. I wish I could talk to the guy who wrote this. I really want to know what re-drum means.
Maybe he was a drummer who wanted to drum some more. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my calcer.
You may be right about the Calcer.
I would rather not touch that.
Yeah, let the maid
it
service
actually- wait,
take
did
care
you
of
know?
it. Speaking of, this place is a mess. I bet they haven't been
Why
down
would
here
she be
in
sitting
months.
on the gargoyle? I thought she'd be standing on her feet. Had something to do with her feet.
That face really does look quite happy.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a friend of mine named Wilson. Nice guy, but a bit on the quiet side. Real leathery skin, though.
I'm not going to destroy the most pleasant item in this entire room. Ain't gonna happen.
What was that? That accent changed drastically.
I'm going to assume these were used
Ain't
as part of
gonna
Shroudy's torture process, as
It's
opposed
as
to
if I'm
something
doing the
he
voice
enjoyed.
acting.
No way! Chains are great, especially if they belong to someone else and you can yank them.
Though I am a bit peckish, a lady does not lick wine off of walls. Though, it is tempting. Very tempting. Although it looks like my favorite wine, I do prefer it in liquid form.
Okay, so I have added the torch to my repertoire.
These hinges definitely need some lubrication if they're going to work. Well, Fodrick, aren't you going to make some sort of snide comment about the word lubrication?
I thought about it, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't make it past the censors.
If I had to make a guess, I'd say that resembles an Eastern European torque friction hinge.
Really? I thought it was more of a Draxylvanian, half-mortised flange hinge.
Well, I guess we can agree to disagree.
Hoping that this is not another, the name of that Wild West game. Fillmore, something, Phineas,
I can't use an empty bottle of body lotion with that.
I'm hoping it's the solutions to things make a little more sense. But we'll see.
I prefer not to turn into a bat unless I have to.
find anything?
I can't use an empty bottle of body lotion with that. I can't use an empty bottle of body... I can't... No way! Too heavy!
Anything more to tell me, Barb? Need a way to shut off the fountain. Oh. Hey.
Do you happen to know the combination to Shroudy's coffin?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know the whole combination, but I am pretty sure the first number is 0, though. Unfortunately, from my position, I can really only see the first number. Wish I could help more.
Okay.
Oh, good idea. My, grumbling stomach thinks you should go ask Ozzy, the fountain gargoyle. He might have had a better vantage point of the combination.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Need to talk to
I should warn you, he is a bit rusty in the head and is sometimes impossible to understand.
turn off the water.
I better be going.
You too.
Well, obvious valves. Somewhere else. Might have a way to turn it off.
Hello, Mr. Fountain. How are you doing today?
I think he said, "I'd love to chat with you, but it's hard to speak with..."
I can imagine.
There aren't any valves to shut off the water that I can see. Maybe they're somewhere else.
I feel like it's the theater. Oh, wait, there's an arrow. I can go to the right? Whoa, where are you going? Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Quick way around. Like the theater controls are somehow connected to the water fountain.
No need to Hello, windows!
I like windows all right, but I'm not too fond of gates.
But these just say it's blocked.
It's a bunch of levers. But whatever it is they're supposed to do isn't working.
They're actually used to make the theater backdrops go up and down, and they used to work just fine.
How do you know this?
Because the current backdrop has a giant sun on it. I used to wait until Shroudy was walking by the theater, and then pull the lever and make the sun suddenly appear. It used to scare the crap out of
a
him.
lot. Oh, I didn't even.
What do you
get
mean
the
used
windows
to?
and gates
Well,
thing.
I
That's
kind of
good.
broke it. I was sitting there waiting for Shroudy to walk by, and I started to feel hungry. So I went and got some nut and fruit snacks out of my cage. While I was happily munching away, a couple of them slipped through my wings and fell down inside the control panel. Ever since then, I haven't been able to pull the levers.
Can't you reach in there and grab your nuts and dried fruits?
Unfortunately, the holes in the panel are too narrow for me to fit my wings through.
You need to learn to be less messy when you eat. I sure hope we don't need to use these for some reason. But considering how things have gone so far, I'm sure we will. I don't want to smell like a French...
I want to flush it out.
I can't empty that while we're in...
Oh, we're inside the castle. So outside the castle, it'll blow back in my face.
I can't use Froge. It's against the...
That's not it.
Well, it... I don't talk... I can't fly.
I already broke it once. I don't think it's a...
I can't empty that while we are inside. I don't think a tapestry. I don't think.
Something to clear out fruit. Hum 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 hum.
It's my bed.
Really? Because I thought your bed was down in the basement. You know, that pine box with dirt in the bottom that smells a bit like a corpse?
Well, I like sleeping down there better because this room gets way, way too bright. If I try to pick them up, they just fall apart. It's better to admire them from afar. Every one of these has a thorn, just like every night has a dawn.
You guys really need to grow up.
Oh, have a...
Yeah?
Trident. Not one of the... Yeah, it's one. I can't. That one.
I don't see anything. It's Shroudy's old toy box.
Since Santa only supplies the castle with heaps of coal, the Baroness had to contract some toy outfit run by this creep who wears a red suit and calls himself Sandy Claus.
Hello, toy box. If only you had been filled with lots of small parts that baby Shroudy could have choked on. You have seriously let me down. Lousy hands-on picture. I've seen what happens to flying animals when they smash into things. It's about as pretty as this picture. I don't want to burn that. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. It's Flodrick's gilded cage.
Yeah, it seems I've spent my life behind bars. Up the river, doing some hard time.
Hard time? What's so hard about living in the cozy cage with a steady diet of snacks? You love your cage, so stop trying to play the bad boy role. It doesn't suit you.
There goes my street cred.
After we escape, we won't have time to stop and eat. So we better bring these along.
Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do now. Okay, I got it. Because Bird was saying that he's a little stopped up because it's winter and there isn't anything to eat. So if I give him some fruits and nuts, then he might then do what birds do, as he puts it, do bird stuff onto Rufus, who will move out of the way, and then I smash him with a hammer. I mean a statue.
That doesn't need any fruits and nuts.
It does though. I had a clever plan.
That doesn't.
Why? I had such a clever plan.
I'm I'm not hungry right now. I polished off 2 extra fuzzy caterpillars just before Mona woke up.
That's such a clever plan, and you're ruining it by
Excuse
saying
me, Mr.
no.
Yeah, sure.
How? Why are you ruining my clever plan?
That is all I...
And okay, good night, Dad. Thanks for joining.
Edgar, may I look around your roost?
Go ahead, be my guest. Look all you want, but stay away from the green stuff in the corner to the left. Not sure what it is, or was, or is now, but I think it growled at me last night, but go on in.
Oh no, that's okay. Thank you.
Thought I was gonna have another place to explore. Curses! Why are all my ideas being ruined by you, lady?
It's a doorway into... That doesn't...
It does though.
That does...
It does. All
Its roof is a gargoyle. I'd have to fly down to do that. These 2 items... These two... That does... I may not have the mace anymore, but...
Miss
I'll not lower myself.
Tick! Where?
How dare...
You
You don't...
Yeah,
Oh.
I had this one.
I don't want to burn that. I don't want to... I hate changing out in...
I got an idea. You run back to the balcony, hang your hair over the...
Don't be obsessed.
Yes, but...
So many obnoxious cars.
Oh, seeing that balcony makes me think...
Yeah, well...
Alright.
I don't think a tap...
Can't be this stuck this early. That seems crazy talk.
I don't think a tap...
Deal with you, Parrot.
It's a bear run.
Is it just me? No need to show...
Is that you with the torch?
I don't want to burn...
Neither.
I don't want to burn... I don't want to...
Okay. Anything I want to burn. What if I put more fruits and nuts in the control panel? That's gonna fix the problem, right?
That doesn't... That doesn't...
I need to start thinking stupid? Is that what I need to do, game? I need to stop thinking logically because I had a great idea with the fruits and snacks.
No way! It's a rather beautiful piece of stained glass.
Yeah, except for that huge freaking spider right in the middle of it.
That's not part of the design. It just crawled up there a few minutes ago.
Holy grapes!
Just kidding. I don't want to smash that. Funny, I used to hate spiders, but over the last year I've learned to like them. Stained glass. Too bad I will never see the sunlight pass through you.
Why not? Not accepting you're a vampire. Or are you so? Okay, good night, Mom. Thanks for joining.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the lamest of them all?
Troudy von Kiefer.
I prefer. I've seen. For some reason, turning into a. That doesn't need.
Everything needs fruits and.
These two items. These two items.
Why is my coffin a thing I can... I use my coffin. Like I can bring it with me, right?
I don't need to be dragging my.
Coffin?
I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, I don't need my bed right. I'm rather tired right now.
A dirt nap?
Resting right now sounds divine, but I have to figure out how to get out of this castle. It's my bed.
You mean it's your...
Oh, Frederick, you and your...
You say...
I still say...
I'm no ex...
I'm no... Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself.
Oh. Okay, okay.
Do you know the combination to Shroudy's coffin?
You know, we never did try to steal his combo. He never had anything we wanted to borrow. But I bet Ozzy over at the water pool or Big Bad Barb over here saw something. Then why not ask them?
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, Dollface. You got any more questions for Papa Frankie over here?
You guys use the pipes, right? We might need some plumbing help.
Yeah, we know this castle's plumbing like the back of our claws.
Do you guys know how to turn off the fountain over there?
We might be able to do that for you. For a price?
Always a price with these guys. Ever heard of altruism?
Yeah, my grandmother had that. Her shaking got so bad we eventually had to hand feed her. This was just before that pie-whacking son of a... got her. So, what about it?
Oh, never mind. What do you want this time?
Well, nothing in particular. Just trade us something of value and we'll fix your pipes. No problem. I'll get Remy the Ratfink to do it for you if we can drag him away from that stupid
You
cookbook.
guys like some fruits
Fine.
and nuts?
We'll think of something.
Yeah, you do that. Anything else?
No, that is enough.
Hey, I can never get enough of talking to you, honey pie.
Au revoir.
You want some fruits and nuts?
Hey, fellas, look who's back. That tall drink of water and the Froodmeister. Now, what can we do for yous?
We have these mixed nuts and dried fruit snacks for you. You think you might want these in exchange for helping us out?
Fruits and nuts, huh? Well, all right. Toss them here.
Here you are. Soon as you are done eating, will you please stop the water from coming out over
There
there?
we go.
Hey, these are delicious. Hey, Dino. Go kill the water on the fountain. Dean baby, you okay? Uh-oh. I think he's stuck.
Look, Mona, the water in the fountain stopped.
Oh, well. I guess you two won't ever get the chance to hear him sing Bats Amore. Pity. He was pretty good. Anyway, glad we could be of service, and thanks for the nuts and fruits. Ciao.
Okay, now I can talk.
Bonsoir. are you?
My name is Ozzy. I'm a fountain. Yeah, fountain, and I think I'm a... Well, wait, what was the question?
Seems like maybe this guy's been drinking something else besides water.
What do you do down here?
Well, I sit around and watch things, you know, you know, there are people that come in and out of here, and sometimes I see things, and I like to write songs, but what's my name again?
You said you see things around here? What kind of things?
Usually, it's blokes getting tortured, but aside from that, there's usually a couple of people who come down here just before sunrise, and then they climb into them funny-looking beds. But one is a short, pasty-faced dude with a bad temperament. But the other one, she's a tall, good-looking broad. You know, she looks a lot like you, actually.
That's because it is me. My name is Mona. That short, pasty-faced dude you mentioned is keeping me locked in this castle against my will.
That's not right. Is there anything I can do to help?
You said you see Shroudy. When he goes to bed, does he do anything unusual?
Well, it seems like he's always fumbling about with that weird clock on the side of his bed.
Weird clock?
Well, yeah. I see him dialing in a couple of numbers. I assumed it might be a reminder he set for himself to take his meds on account of him being nuts and all, right? But I have some experience with medication myself. Or should I say, medicating myself.
Ozzy, would you mind telling us the numbers he uses?
Oh, yeah, right, sure. Yeah, well, I think there are 3 numbers, but I only know 2 of them, and the numbers are 3 and 7, and I know that 7 is the final number.
Thank you, Ozzy. You've been very helpful. That is all I need to know.
You did it, Mona! The coffin is opening!
I'm not going to take any of those pictures.
Can I have one?
Only if you want me to rip your wings off.
Looks like Loverboy had a few pictures made of you. How does that make you feel?
Sorry, I couldn't speak for a moment. I had to swallow a mouthful of bile back down.
So you're opposed to them.
You're looking pretty good, Mona.
You'll be looking pretty bad if you ever mention those pictures again. It's Shroudy's pillow. Too bad Shroudy isn't lying there. If he were, I would use this pillow to smother the life out of him.
Remember, Mona, he's already dead.
Well then, I'd use it to smack him over the head.
In that case, you'd better hope Shroudy doesn't have a backup pillow. Otherwise, you'd be risking a full-blown vampire pillow fight.
Knowing what a little pervert Shroudy is, I'm not sure I want to know what's under his pillow.
Darn, it's only the newspaper. You kinda got my hopes up there for a minute.
I'm gonna grab this. It might come in handy. These 2 items won't combine together. These two items...
Okay, I think that's all I got. Okay, so what does a newspaper get me? Why do I have a newspaper? There's something with newspapers and birds, or newspapers and gargoyles? wants to read the paper. Wait, didn't someone say they never get to get out? Something about never. Am I making that up or getting it? Something.
Whoa! Don't be giving stuff away for free. What are we gonna get in return?
I don't think that once. I don't.
Whoa!
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yeah, sure.
That is all I need. Edgar, can I have one of those clothespins?
Whoa, no can do, lady. I'd love to loan you one, but I am way behind in my laundry. My clothes are smelling so bad they're even offending me, and that's saying something.
It is. It really is.
So I'm going to have to use my line, washer, and clothespins until I'm done.
No, I don't. No. I don't think that.
Whoa! Don't.
I don't. It's one of Edgar's clothespins. Don't worry, little clothespin. I'll save you and take you away from those smelly clothes to a place where it smells only of flowers and fresh-cut grass.
Man, she's got a thing for clothespins.
She was raised by one.
Okay, don't be giving stuff away for free.
These two items. These two. These two. These two. These two. These two. These two.
Oh. Newspaper definitely has something to do with Edgar.
Excuse me, Mr. Raven?
Yeah, sure.
Dang it. Didn't say talk. Look.
I can't get.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
Yeah, the carrion pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. But come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess. That is.
So what did the newspaper? Okay, so there's a clothespin that I don't know how to get. And a newspaper that I don't want to give away for free, but I should offer. Get something in return for it?
That doesn't. I don't think. I don't think. I don't. I don't think. I don't. I don't.
I don't. I don't. Wow.
I don't.
Okay, so what was the point of the news?
Hey, hello.
You too.
The bird you care about anything that indicates that's the thing he cares about. But the bat is saying I don't want to give away stuff for free. For that item in particular.
I don't think.
Over an area with a arrow, right click and left click do the same. Okay.
Take the clothespin if Edgar wasn't right there doing his laundry. Don't worry, little clothes.
Man, she was...
It's one of Edgar's clothespins. It's Edgar's wash tub. He's using it. Soapy water.
So does food.
A warm bath does sound nice right now, but I don't think I would fit, not even in bat form.
Don't let that stop you. You look tense. Give it a shot. Might make you feel better.
Yeah, I can wash later. Jump on in.
All right. Hey! No need to yell in there. No. I don't want to. That doesn't need. That.
Else.
That.
There's something different. Newspaper.
Whoa! Don't be giving stuff away for free. What are we gonna get in return?
What's that?
Why are you here? It seems that flight up here was exhausting. It's an old angelic-looking statue.
Wait, Mona! Rufus is your...
I don't talk. I can walk. That is a rusty sword. Edgar.
Go ahead.
Oh no. I don't think that. I don't think a tap. I don't think.
Okay. Accomplished. Now I'm super confused. I have nothing to add. For some reason, I'm being told I shouldn't be offering you.
These two items won't combine. These two.
That is
I smell good enough already.
That is debatable. These two items. These two. These two. These two. These two.
I'm not hungry right.
These two items. These two. These two. These two. These two. These two. These. 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 These two. These. These two. These two. These two. These two. Edgar, can I borrow some of your clothes for Frederick? He needs to cover up a bit, don't you think?
Bath would help more than new clothes. Why not just drop them in the tub and I'll scrub them down?
That is an excellent idea. I like your thinking.
Don't I get a say in this? Wait, I do. And it's no.
I would take the clothespin if Frederick. Persuade Edgar to give us the clothespin with that silver tongue of yours.
One silver-tongued devil coming up. Yo, Edgar, my main raven. What say you loan us that pin over there? Just need it for something.
Nah, I need it to wash my clothes. They've been sitting in my roost so long I thought they were gonna sprout mushrooms. I need to clean.
Come on, just for a few minutes. No big deal. Relax.
Stop busting my tail feathers.
What's your problem? You got plenty. Just let me have one for a few minutes. What's the big deal? Few minutes.
You got wax in those big ears of yours? I'm doing my friggin' laundry. Now beat it before I beat you. Stop busting my feathers already.
All right, forget about it. Was my tongue silver enough for you?
Sterling. Frederick, talk to him, will you? He might be able to help.
Let's just say I don't have the tools of
I know bats are like cats.
I think you got...
Better not.
You mean, well...
Go in there and look around. If Edgar doesn't mind.
Yeah, I do, actually. No offense, Frederick, but last time we hung out I had an allergic reaction to all the bat hair left on my couch. I had the runs like you wouldn't believe. Almost make the lake run white, if you know what I'm saying. A full-on nuclear colon blow.
Whoa there, Tex. I get the picture too well. I'll stay clear of your abode.
Frederick, talk to him.
Let's just say I don't...
Push that statue over, will you, Frederick? Please?
What? Do I have a red S symbol on my chest or something? By the way, the red S symbol is a registered copyright of DC Comics Incorporated, all rights reserved. DC Comics is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Entertainment Company.
I can't use Frederick.
I could probably outmaneuver him.
I think he'd smack me
I could probably outmaneuver.
I don't want to crowd. A warm bath.
Don't let that...
Yeah.
Better not. I don't want to... I would take the clothespin. That flight up here was exhausting.
Yeah, let's try using Broderick on everything, I guess. I don't know what else to...
We just came from there. We just came...
I can't use... accomplish anything, I'm afraid. Sorry.
What did you do there?
That won't accomplish anything, I'm afraid. That won't. That won't. That won't. That won't. I can't use. I can't.
Let's see.
I can't use.
I already.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
Any thoughts? I'm stuck.
Oh.
That's okay. So I'm trying to get out. Trying to get the key to the door, so Rufus has it in his mouth. This guy has it in his mouth.
Yeah.
He wants me to get rid of the raven up above because the raven keeps doing bird stuff to him.
So
Maybe
you
one
need
of
to
us
get rid
should
of
go down and
ravens
say
to get a key
hello.
from him? How do you
I
get rid
vote
of
for you.
ravens?
So, let me get this straight.
I don't
want me
know. I don't
to
think
leap
I
off
can,
this
but
bridge
then
and
up
fly
there-
straight into the jaws of a waiting monster? Why don't you take a flying leap instead?
Up there where the raven is, there's a statue, and I wedged a sword under it where I can push it over, and the bat says, "Hang on, there's not Rufus isn't in
Maybe one of us
position."
should go down and say hello.
So,
Then there's no way to get him over that we know of.
That I can figure out. I feel like I need to get the raven to poop on him. Sorry, do bird stuff on him to get him to move. And I've heard numerous little hooks that would get that to happen, like when Broderick the Bat hung out here last. He had an allergic reaction and he had a really bad case of the runs. I also have fruit snacks and nuts to make him eat, and he was saying how he doesn't have food.
You can't give him food?
And then this is the most confusing. I worked really hard to get this newspaper for some reason.
whoa! Don't be giving stuff away for free. What are we gonna get in return?
I don't know what we're gonna get in return.
Have
And
a
there's
conversation with the guy.
and there's nothing to say. And that there's a clothespin, but I can't take that because he's doing laundry.
Excuse me, Mr.
I
Raven.
don't know why I want
sure.
a clothespin anyway, but it's there. There's nothing to say to him. But I've said it all.
That is all.
You're
There's
useless.
no way to convince him.
Nothing
Change him about, hey, can you poop on that guy for me?
that I can tell.
An animal noise. An Go and say and look over.
Yeah, I do act.
Whoa! Whoa!
I would take the cloak, Frederick.
One
Yeah,
I'm stuck. What's you got? All right.
Sweet talking. He's bad at it.
I know Bath.
I think you got it
Doesn't
wrong.
want to take a bath. And
Frederick.
Let's just say I don't.
he doesn't want to talk to
That's a-
him.
You mean, well,
I can't think of
Those are the only
anything.
things you have to do, really?
Okay, so I'll just keep going around the castle because I'm a little stuck. There's nothing to do here that I can tell. There's a fire to interact with, but I got a couple of those. There's a door, which is what I need the key for. There's Lakeshore and Monster, which I don't think does anything. There's a balcony that I can't get to or do anything with, so I don't know why. Thing. Bear rug that I can't really, doesn't seem to do anything. Devil with a tongue. Banner that is now an inventory item for some reason. Well, because I tried to pick it up.
It's a rather ornate hanging banner.
it's the Von Kiefer family crest. A two-headed vulture holding some thigh bones.
I can't make out the family motto. Frederick?
Get to pickin' while the pickins are good. Words to live by.
There's a torture chamber.
Anyway, does family have any idea? No, everyone's gone to bed.
They've gone to bed, and I haven't heard from Adam in a while. Poker and hot coals, I guess I didn't have anything. What's that?
I think fried Frodrick would taste great. I'm not sure Frodrick would agree.
Grinder.
Frodrick, check and see if
Sure, I'll turn the arm while you closely examine the teeth. How about
on second thought,
So, can I grind some fruits and nuts?
that doesn't need any.
Okay, so grind a newspaper?
I don't think.
Grind my coffin?
My coffin won't really work with that.
Rest?
I don't think.
Yeah, this is an inventory item for some reason. I could talk to her, nothing more to say, I don't think. Talk to the rats over on the right, talk to the fountain. I don't think I can talk to the headless guy on the left. Dirt box, but I don't know what I can do with that. Yeah, nothing more to say to you.
I bet you too.
Hard. She reminds me of Katie. Okay. 'Cause her voice
A little
is,
lovey-dovey, but
her voice is like Katie's voice.
I can walk. He looks too. You know, Frodrick, if we could bring him to life, you could sit down on his neck and drive him.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. But why and how would be my two big questions.
That won't work. That doesn't need it.
But I'm just trying things
I don't want
now.
to burn that with.
first say, how are you gonna feel?
I don't want to.
I'm just
Kind of do things at random now, because
pretty much because I'm out of ideas. Okay, so there's this place, I can't
Okay.
open this because I need to lube up that, or oil up that hinge, but I ran out of oil, and I don't know how to find more.
those torches have oil in them.
Hey, you!
So,
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Mr. Big Red Dude with the spiked tail. You're lucky I forgot to bring my fiddle, otherwise I'd challenge you to the musical duel of the century, and I'd kick your calcer.
yeah, cows are definitely mud.
Hello in there.
Who are you waving to, Mona?
A whole bunch of lawyers. Did you just tell me to go to there? No. You can go though. Ugh. It's stuck. The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to open this up until the hinges are working.
But I don't know why I would need to go down here anyway.
Probably just
Which is maybe what I want to do, I'm not entirely sure. I'm debating if I'm at the point where I want to look stuff up. Which is real
very
sad,
early,
because,
but
yeah.
yeah, if there's
I don't know if this is a Fenimore Fillmore situation where it's going to be like, what the heck, or if it's just
duh.
I'm missing something.
yeah.
Like I didn't mouse over or something.
His cage is all...
Hi, KG. You seem to be wary of being trapped or deceived.
My shame
Sleep in his cage?
meter is
Oh,
definitely
it's way
rising
too
now.
messy.
My cage is too dirty? I see. You prefer sleeping in a dirt-filled
What?
coffin covered in mold sitting in the middle of a
What?
dreary crypt deep under a musty castle?
Now that you mention it, that is kind of odd.
Things like that.
Oh, I didn't mean like. Or banner. Oh, okay, this just has underlined items. See if there's any items. Bed. What? It's okay. It's no.
Or something.
Here. Did I not try? Did I not just try to grind these?
That doesn't need any.
Okay. Oh. You can't grind them, but you can crush them. That's annoying game.
Let's crush Frederick's fruits and nuts.
Hold on. What are you doing? Mona, please wait.
Relax, Frederick. They are just the fruits and nuts from your cage.
Oof. On a somewhat related note, I'll let you know when my heart restarts.
Okay. Bottle.
This bottle is empty. I can fill it up with this dripping oil.
Okay, so I guess getting into the pit was the next thing I needed to do. Just, yeah, I don't know why I would think to do that on my own. Especially because you can't grind it, yeah. That's a little silly.
That did it. Both hinges are now loose.
Mine, it's a point game. Minus a point. I don't know how many you
This
have.
was more intended for a younger audience.
That did it. The pit is now open.
Great.
Man,
Go in.
that smells horrible.
Spray it with perfume.
Sure.
Ugh. It's some kind of pit. I can't see what's down there because it's so dark.
You may not be able to see it, but you can certainly smell it. Whatever's down there smells worse than the skid marks in Shroudy's underwear.
How do you know that? Ugh, never mind. I don't need to know.
Question.
Puke into
It's
pit.
a good thing I haven't eaten anything this morning. Otherwise, I might be making a contribution to whatever's down in that pit.
You mean you're on the verge of blowing chunks, yodeling in the gully, talking to Ralph on the big white telephone, executing a Technicolor yawn, launching lunch, delivering street pizza, or involuntarily creating a personal protein spill?
Frederick, you're more than a little twisted, but highly creative. There is no way I'm going down into that pit. The spell Shroudy has on me has made all my senses more powerful, including my sense of smell. I cannot go near that odor.
But how about Frederick?
The only way I'd ever go down there is if the smell was somehow removed. It is that bad. But I have no problem with carrion. In fact, carrion jerky makes the best jerky.
Okay, well, let's toss some perfume into there.
There's not enough perfume in the world to cover that smell.
How about the refill bottle?
There's not enough perfume.
Lit torch. Apparently. I think we're just gonna blow up the castle. That's our solution.
Oh my! Frederick! It looks like a pile of rotting bodies. How revolting!
It looks like there are a couple of fresh ones down there.
Now
They
we
still
can
got some
populate.
meat on them.
Why on God's good green earth did the Baroness dump bodies
Hopefully
down
we can
here?
talk to
Now we
Edgar
know why
and
it
say,
stinks
hey,
so
there's a
bad.
bunch of fresh
I had heard
carrion.
rumors about the fate of
Go
the
to town.
Baroness's numerous guests after they came here. But man, she was one messed up witch.
Let's go see. That's my theory. But I thought I already had a couple ways to make him go poo on that statue. Sorry, do bird stuff on that statue. Wasn't good enough. So, I don't know if logic is going to work here.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, dialogue? Ah.
That did- Here you go. It's the latest edition of the Traxylvania Times Picayune. Ignore the
Now I
blood
can give it
stain.
to him?
I think it's yesterday's edition.
Hey, thanks. Now I can find out how the All Blacks are doing. I really appreciate it.
As a reward, can we borrow your clothespin for a while?
Why couldn't
Yeah,
I do that
no
before?
problem. I won't need it since I want to catch up with this
Why
paper
couldn't I
for
do
a
that
while.
before getting into the pit?
The poorly designed game, you have to
I
do
mean,
things in a certain order.
That part, yes. That part is definitely... There's no reason why I couldn't have done that first. The clothespin has nothing to do with the pit. Alright, game. Minus another point. You're lucky I don't understand my own scoring system and have no idea how many points you have. But it's 2 less than you used to have.
A clothespin won't.
Is it a
Frederick, I have this clothespin you can use for your nose.
Gee, thanks, Mona. I didn't get you anything. I'll put it on when you need me to.
Go in the pit for some reason?
maybe he's gonna have normal knowledge?
It's pretty nasty down here, Mona. This place has more paper boys than a newspaper delivery convention, and more wizard types than a Scottish school for witchcraft and wizardry. This one was a kid with glasses. One of the bodies has legs that were pretty muscular. There's definitely some high fiber flesh residue left on the thigh bones. I could pull off a chunk if we need it. Hey, Mona, will you do me a favor?
But of course, Frederick. What do you want?
Don't ask me for any more favors.
Okay. Yeah, because it's just the beginning of the game. Which is why I'm a little sad. I already had to look something up, but you can't give me a grinder and a crusher and say I can use one on something and not the other. They do the same.
Slightly different method, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to do it.
If all I'm trying to get is the natural oils for the thing, they both do that. So, boo on you.
Crushing. Now in it. Oil stuff. Finding.
I'm not.
I don't know.
Frederick, use the clothespin on your nose again. Go down and get some dried carrion meat for Edgar. That might get his, his...
Yeah, I know, pipe's moving. Good idea. The results of that might motivate Rufus to move his stone butt. I'm on it.
Yeah, that's a really interesting choice that they have to... Yeah.
It's okay.
No, buddy. Oh, your face looks creepy again. And a little puppy again. Oops. Buddy.
He hasn't been.
You'll have to excuse me. I've got some business to attend to. Like I said, a bird's gotta do what a bird has gotta do.
He needed the
What
newspaper
the-
and the food. That's the way he needed to go.
Hey, watch it, you smelly miscreant. If I didn't have to guard this door, I'd come up there and give you the thrashing of a lifetime.
Sure.
Blow it out your pie hole, Rufus, or I'll take better aim next time.
Good. Now, push the thing on.
Yep.
Let's see you take this under advisement, jerkweed.
I feel like that way missed him, but okay, whatever. What now, buddy? You're just ahead.
Where's the key?
It's in his mouth. He said that, yeah.
Yippee!
Although, I don't know why that made him willing to give it to me. Seems like he would be even more inclined to keep his mouth shut now.
You don't have any shoulders.
I find your humor as tasteless as that ridiculously gaudy black gown you're wearing.
Speaking of taste, how's about we position you directly under that raven's roost over there? I understand that Edgar is fixing roadkill tacos this evening. Tomorrow morning should be quite disgusting.
You wouldn't dare. How could you be so cruel?
'Cause you're
Well,
kinda
I
a
guess
jerk.
I'm just a jerk. Fudrick, help me move Mr. Soon-to-be water closet over to the ledge.
Okay. Take your damned key.
You basically just killed him for that.
He is a vampire.
Occasionally sort of admitting it, kind of.
Okay, let's see if this key will finally do the trick.
Oh, man, okay?
Hooray!
Oh, man, buddy, that is very red.
What?
Very red skin. Yeah, it is a Heine.
A boat is still here, Fudrick!
Well,
Finally, we have a way to escape this damnable castle!
Not so fast, Toots. Looks like we got ourselves a small problem. Unless you happen to have a couple of oars hidden in that dress of yours, we're not going anywhere. It's kind of hard to paddle a boat without the actual paddles.
Beast in Shen! Can't anything be easy around here?
Without those oars, it's going to be impossible to make it across the lake. The current is way too strong. And then there's Inky. Let me think.
Wait, that's
him.
That's the ghost of...
Mona?
of the-
Remember when I said we had a small problem?
Yes, Fudrick?
Well, I think it just got bigger.
What the hell is that?
You mean, who the hell am I? And hell is right, for it is I, Shroudy. I am back.
I didn't think it was possible to
Return from the dead as an all-powerful shadow spirit?
get even uglier than you were. That is amazing.
Mock me all you want, little rodent, because in my moment of triumph I care not what you think. You, on the other hand, my dear, I care deeply about. My brilliant dark jewel. Not even my death can keep us apart.
How did you manage this? You aren't that clever.
You can thank the magical arcane tome my mother used to create me. She told me I was the living manifestation of black magic itself. And so, although my vampire body has perished, my dark spirit shall live on forever.
Aha! I knew you couldn't have done this on your own.
Regardless, you and I shall never be separated again. I will be with you for all of eternity, my sweet.
It hurts!
Yes, my dear. Although I am no longer susceptible to the vulnerabilities all vampires suffer, you, on the other hand, are. So, as long as I maintain the sign of the cross near this boat, you will never be able to escape this island.
Hey, Mona. Unfortunately, stupid Doc and Cloudy over there might be right. I'm not strong enough to pull those oars out of his hands, and you can't get close enough. We're gonna have to find somebody, or something else to do it for us.
We have access to more of the castle now?
can't. Shouty is keeping me away with those oars shaped into a cross.
I'm talking. Okay, so access to more of this place. So, oh, that just saves it. All right. I'm actually gonna call it a little bit early because I have to give a dog stuff at 8 o'clock, medicine and whatnot, a little bit more dinner. So, and this seems like a really good stopping point rather than starting to kind of explore and then forgetting that and having to remember it next week and re-explore anyway. So, thanks for joining. I'm a little sad I had to look a thing up, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll have to next week when I continue a vampire story. Okay. Bye.